What happens when you take the greatest game of all time, Elden Ring, and turn those characters into Pokemon? Well, you get some really cool regional variants. Hey guys, Zen here, and today we're taking a look at the 3 legendary dogs from Johto and giving them the Galarian birds treatment. Thanks to the amazing artist thepanio, we're able to give Raichu, Entei, and Suicune brand new Betweenian forms. Get it? Because the lands between from Elden Ring. Anyway, be sure to stick around until the end of the video for a special surprise, and with that, let's get started with our first doggo, Raichu. Now, as for which character should inspire Raichu's new design, well, I think Godwyn is the best pick for a few reasons. 1, they kind of set the whole story for Elden Ring, and well, with Raichu being the first Pokemon shown, makes it quite fitting, but also because of Godwyn's connection to life and death, as well as his association with the golden lineage and spiritual presence of the game. With this in mind, infusing Godwyn's spectral grassy form meant adding both elements of grass and ghost-type Pokemon to the design, with plant-like textures such as vines in a powerful yet mysterious feline form. Introducing Betweenian Raichu, the grass ghost-type golden spirit Pokemon. Its hidden ability is a brand new ability known as Forest Cloak, where it boosts its defense and special defense stats in grassy terrain. And its dex entry states that Betweenian Raichu roams the ancient, overgrown ruins of its territory, guarding the secrets of the natural world. Legends say its swift, silent movements are like the wind rustling through fallen leaves, and it can disappear into thin air, leaving only a trail of luminous spores. Personally, I love how terrifying and majestic this Raichu variant turned out. It makes it feel like a true contender for a regional legendary variant. But what do you guys think? Now let's check out the next doggo of the group, and that's Entei. Now for this Pokemon, the character that seemed most fitting was Mohg, the Lord of Blood, one of the big demigods of Elden Rings. Both the darkish and fiery aspects of Mohg's character fits the Betweenian Entei almost like a glove. However, with the reusing of the fire type, it had to be a clear goal to make Entei more dark type first and fire type second as a secondary attribute, focusing heavy on the menacing, destructive features and design of Mohg, and merging it with the regal elegance of Entei. Introducing Betweenian Entei, the Dark Fire type Blood King Pokemon. Its hidden ability is Dark Aura, which boosts the power of Dark-type Pokemon moves in battle, which will definitely come in handy with moves like Dark Pulse and Sucker Punch. Now, for this Pokemon's dex entry, it's stated that Betweenian Entei haunts the volcanic caverns where it is said to command the flames of the underworld. Its roar can paralyze swarms of Pokemon, and it is said to be the harbinger of volcanic eruptions, with a temper that could make any Pokemon's blood boil. See what I did there? Yeah, this Pokemon is definitely a fun design, and I really think it captures the essence of Entei's power as well as Mohg's dominance to a T, that's for sure. Now it's time for the final legendary doggo, and that's Suicune. And for this design, going with Morgott the Omen King made the most sense. Mainly because this character is a reoccurring boss who players encounter multiple times throughout the game, which Suicune is also kinda like that, when you think about it. Now, drawing from Morgott's regal and armored appearance, transforming Suicune into a more resilient, sturdy typing made the most sense, with metallic whips embodying a sharp resolve, as well as its rocky antlers to reflect the crown-like structure around its head. Combining all these aspects into the design really started to bring this Pokemon to life, again and again. Introducing Betweenian Suicune, the Steel Rock-type Omen Pokemon, whose hidden ability is Battle Armor, which prevents critical hits, making it one tough Pokemon to take down. It's also said that it has the unusual ability to reform its body into either steel or stone in order to defend from oncoming attacks, and that this Pokemon is the guardian of the legendary tree of Betweenia that many have set a path for. Really cool interpretation of Suicune, and a really neat regional Pokemon that I would absolutely love on my team. But what do you guys think? Well, since you guys made it this far into the video, here's that little surprise I promised you. How about another Pokemon design based on another Elden Ring character? This one is a regional variant of Bronzor, inspired by the War Counselor Eg. Still retaining its steel-like body, I think tapping into the more whimsical side would be a nice change of pace. And giving it a sense of light-weightedness to its design could really help distinguish this Bronzor from its Sinnohian counterpart. Meet Betweenian Bronzor, the fairy steel-type copper Pokemon. Now donning a copper metallic plating, this Pokemon has the hidden ability Light Metal instead of its counterpart's Heavy Metal. Its dex entry states that Betweenian Bronzor floats silently, its body shimmering with a mystical light that wards off evil. It is also said that the plates around its body were enchanted by a celestial smith, granting it powers that protect and heal. But that's not all, because we also had to tackle this Pokemon's evolution. And whereas the original Bronzong had a more defensive design to it, I think the more offensive looking approach is the best outcome for this Pokemon. However, the many iterations that took to get to the final design are all quite captivating and mesmerizing, with the final iteration giving off some Aegislash vibes. At least that's how I see it. But once your Bronzor levels up with knowing the move Strange Steam at level 33, it'll evolve into Betweenian Bronzong, the Fairy Steel type cleansing Pokemon. Its stats suggest that this Bronzong is a more offensive variant with decent bulk. And it's said that Betweenian Bronzong commands respect and awe, as its Tollings can heal wounds and even cleanse curses. Legends tell of Bronzong shielding entire armies with a barrier of light, echoing the protective enchantments of its creator, a demigod smith, which is really cool. But what do you guys think? Personally, I think the 3 legendary doggos inspired by Elden Ring characters are some of the coolest designs we've ever had on the channel. But if you want some more Elden Ring characters turned into Pokemon like, say, these guys, well, let's see if we can reach our like goal of 700 likes. Oh, and speaking of the channel, check out one of these videos here next for more great Pokemon designs.